All right, guys, so this is the Pacific Northwest Bass Candy's Bass Squatch. It's a 6-inch soft plastic swim bait. This is the same bait that Chris caught his 23.5-inch bass on. It's such a cool bait. Our buddy Joff, who you've seen in videos, he's been catching giants on it. Chris has been catching giants on it. I have not yet, but that's okay, because that's why we're here today. We're due. Put a little fish stick on there. Fish love that. They just love it. All right, guys, so we're breaking down a brand new lake. First, you always kind of start just throwing what you want to throw, what you want to catch a fish on. What I want to catch a fish on is this swim bait. Why is it burning my thumb so bad? Oh boy. I was just fixing the nest, bro. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Just fixing a nest. I left it sitting down there for like 40 seconds and I started to retrieve it and there was a fish.
So you just picked it up off the bottom.
Yep. That's interesting. Dude, the whole thing's inhaled. Whoa. Look at that, guys. Dang, that thing's not coming unhooked. Not a chance. All right, there we go, guys. Whoa. Let's see what we got. I think we got an 18-inch fish. Ow. Dang, I'm good. 18? No, 17 3/4.
I got up at 250.
250?
Yeah, you spend all morning with nothing and you come out.
Okay, that's kind of messed up. There we go, you guys. First fish of the day. Oh, yeah. Sick. Ate it right off the bottom. Down she goes. That's a super interesting thing about that swim bait. So weedless that if you try to like look up how to fish the thing, people will say you can fish it like you would like a jig. I mean, blowing up your freaking reel is one of the oldest tricks in the book to catching a fish on any swim bait. It's like an ongoing joke at this point. I'm always a huge fan of docks. I think that the biggest fish in the lake is probably under a dock. Whew, nice to get a fish on the board right away. Of good size too, I'm down with that. We'll call it an 18-inch, I'm sure if I worked a little magic on him, I'd be able to get an 18-inch out of him if I was fishing in a tournament. Let's So just because I've caught something on a moving bait doesn't mean that they're into chasing moving baits yet this morning. All I know about that information is it picked it up off the bottom. So that leads me to believe that fishing like a jig under docks could be kind of the key. We don't know yet. That's just an assumption that I can make based off of the little bit of information we have so far this morning. Looking ahead, I can see a big old giant kind of grass line coming off the edge right here. Definitely just cast right into that off on the edge. It's a big circle right there. See if we can just swim through that nice and slow. It's also good to know that Chris has been out here for a few hours before me and he hasn't gotten anything yet, which lets you know that it's a difficult bite going on. So just the fact that he hasn't caught anything and the fact that I caught my fish in such a weird way, it's a lot of information. So I'm gonna try putting this away for just a little bit. I want to catch a giant on that, I do, but also want to try flipping. Some of you guys mentioned this isn't heavy enough to be considered a punching setup. I think you're right. It's just a flipping setup. I looked into it, and apparently you want to be using a 1 ounce weight kind of minimum to be doing punching. But we can try flipping here. Probably should put some scent on there. I feel like scent's important. I have not caught a bass doing this yet. I got through it. All right, we're gonna try the finesse jig on this dock. Not with that cast though. Let's try with, nope. Third time's a charm. There we go, perfect. That's what I wanted. All right, got another one. We're gonna call the first one 18 inches. Let's see what we got here. Let's go for a top 5 today. This guy's, damn, he's fired up. What do we got? 14 and a half. Back you go, bud. All right, we're at 32 and a half inches so far. Calling the first one 18. I know I said it was 17 3/4, but I could have gotten 18 out of it. That's just the way it is. And it's not an official tournament, so I can do whatever I want. It's my own video. I could say it was 20 inches if I wanted to. Wouldn't be a good idea, but I'm taking my 1/4 inch. Fine, it was 17 3/4. It's bugging me. All right, we're at 32.25. Happy. What a bummer. Just broke my prop.
You got a spare?
Nope. I got half a blade. It kind of works. Forgot to lock my thing. And then I pedaled really hard and it just freaking... this might be fine. I don't know. I can't go very fast, but I can still go. Oh, I better order another prop. I'm not liking anything about any of this. Yeah, I think so too. Let's get the hell out of here. Because I've always wanted to go back there and we're right there. Yeah, this lake's dead to me, literally. Yeah, I don't know. There is something funny going on. All right, guys, here's the plan. We're at 2.5 hours. We've been fishing. How long have you been out here before I got here?
Yeah, I started fishing at like 7.
Yeah. Chris has been out here for a while.
Before that, like 6.
6? Damn.
6.
Yeah, he's been out here since like 5 or 6. It's currently about to hit 12 o'clock. If we leave right now, we can still go to another lake and have a good time. This lake is not providing a good time. I did get on 2 fish, but I don't know. I don't really feel, I don't know. They felt random, and nothing is really seeming like it's a thing. And all the grass on this whole lake seems dead. So we're going to a new lake. We're going to a new lake, and it's nearby, so we'll still get a good amount of time there. July 2nd, herbicide.
Huh?
They put herbicide in the water. July 2nd.
Tabs are expired.
Listen, I didn't get tabs for 2 years once. I think it's just a conspiracy. They don't even pull you over, dude. All right, all packed up. Off to the next lake, you guys. All right, just like that, we're at a new lake. Yeah, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
We're in the right spot. Let's just stand up and take a look. Looks nice. This is the #1 trailer recommendation from all of you guys. Now that we got some clearer water, we're gonna give it a go. Here we go. We're at the new lake. I'm going straight with this new, I got the Evo Chatterbait, green pumpkin. And I got that, you guys, everyone, every time I've thrown a Chatterbait, everyone's been like, throw the spunk shad. I got that and green pumpkin as well. And we're just gonna start right here, and we're gonna work our way along this whole bank over here. There's grass down below us, kind of starts, oh, it's so perfect. Grass starts down at like 7 feet. Water clarity is a lot clearer than the other lake we were just at. Everything seems way more alive. Right when we were leaving, I noticed there was a sign that said that they were gonna poison the lake on the 2nd of July to kill invasive species. Invasive species, there we go. So that probably wasn't great for fishing. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Definitely got to upgrade my line. Whoa, you're still fighting, bud. My first flippin' fish, dude.
Nice.
That was so sick. Oh, that was so cool. All right, let's see what we got. Feisty ass fish, dude. It's a good sign. Whoa. Calm down. Stop it. Jesus. 18. Alrighty, guys, there's another one going in. Back you go. Ready? Cool. Dang, that bait is done for. One and done on that that lure.
Oh man, I'm tied up here.
Ooh, my fish stick is melting. It's really laying on the juice a little thick. That's so cool. I was always wondering what the bite was gonna feel like, and there was nothing to question. It was just such a thump. Not a giant bass by any means, but I think it unlocked what I think is gonna be how we catch bass today. A main reason I really wanted to learn how to do this flipping, and I'm gonna call it punching because though I am flipping, I'm also punching. It's just sort of really lightweight. It's a mix of both. You don't really know what I'm doing. I'm punching until I can't punch through stuff, but I think I kind of punched through like a really thin part of that matted grass back there. Got another one. Come on. It's a bass. Feisty. $16.25. Back you go, bud. Dang, that one really tore up my thumb. All right, 16.25 going on the scoreboard. We're at 66.5 inches, you guys. Let's see if that will get another fish out of it. All right, we flipped in here for a bit. Time to move on. All right, I need to take a break from this. My shoulder hurts from holding the holding the rod out all weird. Time to switch it up a little bit. This gives me a good chance to try the chatterbait over here. Feels like a good spot for it. We got the wind all blowing to this point over here. I feel like throwing a chatterbait just kind of a little bit more offshore could be good. I'm gonna give it a go. I know we're like midday and there's no way that a chatterbait should be, any moving bait should really be working when it's this hot, but I'm a believer. One thing about that spunk shad is it doesn't seem like it has any way to really hook itself into the hook like those freaking kitex seem to always do. If I got a bass way out here, this would be such a big deal. This is what I'm really trying to unlock with the chatterbait. A new area to fish. That's what we did with the Flippin setup though. I've never fished under the lily pads like that before. That was pretty freaking sweet. All right, chatterbait's not being a thing. I feel like it should have by now. Oh boy, do I want it to be. Let's try throwing the big old swim bait out here. I'm gonna see if we can stay in some deeper water and then find a piece of structure out here. I feel like there's clumps enough of stuff out here that maybe we can just do a slow retrieve and see what happens. I'll let that thing get down to the bottom. Oh, yeah.
There you go. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is. Holy crap, right in that grass line, dude. That was sick. That's a really good one. Woo! Get back up here. That's big. Oh, yeah. 19, maybe 20. Oh my God, finally. Dude, too long without a fish. Holy cow. There we go, you guys. Look at that. Bass squatch right in his mouth. That's a big fish. That's the biggest one of the day. Wow. You freaking, look at that. Hoofed it. Alright, let's throw that over there. That's a good one. Oh, maybe it will. It might be a 20. 19 3/4, 19 and a half, 19 3/4. Yeah, you're gonna cold, but here. Let's get you 19 3/4. Guess we gotta get a weight on a fish that's that big. I haven't caught a fish that big in a while. Let's see. 4.05. You guys can see that. 4.05. Sweet. That's a big fish. This is one of the biggest fish I've ever caught. One of the biggest largemouth. It's up there. Sweet. All right, let's watch her go back. Off you go, bud. Oh, this is so cool. Yes, we got a huge fish. It's been so long. Let's see, what is my... I have a 19, so that gives me 0.75 inches. Nice. That might bump me up. All right, puts me in 7th place. Sorry, Pat, I just took your 7th place. All right, we're at 86.25 inches. We have caught a limit. Oh my God. That fish came out of that grass and freaking smoked it. That was so cool. All right, Pacific Northwest Bass Candy, you guys. There we go. I've caught 2 big fish on it today. One under a dock and one right here in the freaking, right in the water. Right in the water? That doesn't make sense. Right in open water. One little grass patch. I casted right to it and came through it, and he came up. It wasn't even anything crazy I had to do. It's just he grabbed it and had it. He set the hook into himself. All right, guys, it is about to turn 7 p.m. That's a long time. 86.25 was the final score. Respectable. Respectable. And we got a coal for the tournament, so that's pretty sweet. All right, well, I have a bunch of days off coming up this next week, and we're going to do kind of what we did today and just keep going and trying out some big bass lakes. So that's the plan. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.